Being a developer with years of experience, I have learned so much. In my career, I have learned so many things that I wish I was told earlier. Throughout this video is a compilation of what I learned as well as my colleagues' experience as well as the experience of various developers across the globe with whom I interact on the tips and thoughts on how to succeed as a developer.
Let's be clear, I'm literally the smartest programmer that has ever lived, okay?
If you're a beginner or an experienced developer, these thoughts will change your way to become a better coder. So let's get started.
This is just the beginning.
So first one is prioritize communication. Communication is essential for developers. Communicating with your manager on the work you do as well as the pros and cons which you face is essential for a proper development. Also, a basic level of proficiency in English or whatever professional language you use for communications is very essential when you're giving demos, presentations, talks, etc.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Next one is experience matters but results matter more. Always try to deliver high quality work regardless of your title or whatever role you are in. Always results or your output speaks louder than your years of experience. The impact you provide is measured by the outcome and not fancy job titles.
Titles.
Some organizations have fancy titles like software engineer, software developer or software consultant, but the roles and objectives are almost the same. You may be in any role or objective, but your main focus should be to contribute towards the growth of your company on whatever goals and objective is provided to you.
Do you know what my job description is?
Next, practice reading others' code. A great developer will be able to write clean code. A greatest developer will be able to read others' code. If you're able to read others' code and able to debug that, that will really improve your level as a developer. Because when you're allocated in a project, most of the time you have to deal with legacy code or code written by others. So practicing reading others' code through open source projects or any other means will really improve yourself as a developer. And also if you're able to debug others' code, you will have a better level of proficiency in solving problems. Next, determine what you enjoy about programming. Try to concentrate on area of programming that excites you. Some may be excited in designing, some may be excited in developing scalable systems, some may be excited in coding logics. So just try to find the area which excites you the most and try to focus more on that. Sometimes you may get into a situation where you don't like a certain framework. For example, if you're put in backend development, you may not like it, but it's not necessary that you should not do that or ignore it completely. You have to learn backend development based on your company's objectives and goals, and also focus on other areas of expertise like designing, front-end development, or if you're interested in something like cybersecurity, try to focus more on that because that will actually drive your passion to focus towards your goals. When you truly determine what you enjoy about programming, you'll surely find a purpose, and this will drive towards in your later stages of career to focus on a particular field of interest which will help you in a longer goal. Next, concentrate on solving real world problems. Instead of looking at tutorials and trying to do the same exact thing, aim to develop something that actually satisfies the user demands.
Customers, everyone! Customers! Okay!
Before you start coding, make sure you fully understand the problem. You can start solving the problem by using a pen paper first, which may help people to get the solution first and then start coding. Practical solutions actually make a real difference, and always make sure whenever you're developing a solution, you must keep the end user in mind. Next, learn how to communicate your ideas clearly. Clear communication helps team avoid misunderstandings. As I already said, communication is essential, but trying to communicate with your client is very essential.
What's so funny about the way I talk?
Imagine you have a set of ideas and you have a meeting scheduled for an hour. You must make sure all these ideas are grasped together and are delivered to your client or whomever you're communicating in a proper way. You cannot take much time extended because everyone's time matter, and the communication of your ideas should be crisp and clear for them to take the furthest actions. It is important to take into consideration into conveying your technical concepts in simple languages. Next, don't be afraid to ask for help. Many people think asking for help demonstrates weakness, but it's not like that.
Help me help you.
Asking for help is also a way of expressing your strength. It actually makes problem solving and learning faster. Collaborating with others can lead you to more effective solutions. But asking for help for each and everything without yourself trying to solve the problem is not much acceptable. Next, test your code and then test again. Testing guarantees that your code performs as planned. Detecting issues early and fixing them is much essential, and doing a basic level of unit testing is very essential. Writing unit tests may really help you to test some essential parts of your code in case your project is growing rapidly. Also, make sure whenever you test a certain scenario in your lower environments like dev or tests, it's also essential to do the proper tests in your production environment as well, because more chances the server may be down or there may be any other code deployment issues which might also happen. So it's essential to do a happy flow path after testing in dev test to production as well. Next, keep your code base clean and organized. Clean code is easier to manage and extend. It makes sure your code is readable and also maybe expandable in a longer run.
Way soft, Governor.
Sorry?
Software shit.
Clean code helps to improve code readability and also mentioning consistent coding standards as well as proper linting and all makes your code more effective, so that if anyone else looks into your code, they may be able to grasp the logic and also incorporate more additional features in that. Next, be open to new technology. The technology world is continuously changing. Change alone is permanent.
Change is good.
Learn to use new technologies and frameworks, because these new technologies will actually help to overcome the old challenges which you faced earlier. For example, generative AI, GitHub Copilot. Don't be afraid of these technologies. Learn to embrace them so that they'll help you to code better and improve the efficiency of programmers. Next, learn from each mistake you make. Making mistakes is okay. Everyone makes mistake, but make sure you don't repeat the same mistake again and again. If you make any mistake, it's good to share it with your team to make sure we don't repeat such type of issues on a future term. Every mistake helps you to become a better developer or engineer. So if you do any mistake, don't regret, and also make sure you learn from these mistakes, which will really help you in a long run. Next, be curious and keep on exploring. Curiosity fosters inventions and creativity. Exploring new areas outside of your comfort zone and always continuously learning will make yourself sharp, and also if any new technology comes up, it will be easier for you to pick up that and learn that. Curiosity leads to greater understanding and better solutions. So make sure to be curious and learn new things. And also, if you're new to this channel and if you're watching this video for the first time, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you're interested in more curious topics like this, as it would really mean a lot. Next, try to work on challenging projects. Challenges focus you to study and improve. Taking on difficult activities boosts confidence and also increases your sharpness. The more you challenge yourself, the faster you will grow. So don't be afraid if any difficult or complex project is given to you. It can be a complex problem, complex technology, or a complex code. Make sure to take those type of difficult projects and you'll notice your growth very faster. Next, understand the why behind every decision. Understanding the reasons for whatever decision you make will really help you to make improved decisions in the future.
I've made a decision. I'm captain of this boat. That's it!
Other than blindly taking decisions, if you take decisions based on various circumstances, it will really help your problem solving skills. Don't blindly follow the instructions which anyone is giving to you. It can be a senior manager or anyone senior to you in your team, or even juniors. They might give you some type of instructions to be followed in order to develop something. Don't blindly follow that. Always ask questions, and only if you're satisfied, do the work. Otherwise, keep on asking questions unless you're satisfied.
I have so many questions!
Also, don't ask questions for the sake of asking. Constructive questions really matter. Next, document your work for others. Good documentation makes your work more accessible to others. So, if any new members are looking into your code, this will really help them to code faster without much of your dependency. This type of documentation is essential for sustaining and growing projects, because whenever you're working on something over a period of time, there's a chance your knowledge will get lost. And also, if you're developing something and after a few months they ask back the same question again, there's a high chances you need to give continuous explanation to prove your point of what you have done. So if you maintain a documentation, all these type of problems would be resolved. Next, get input and make improvements regularly. Everyone could be appreciated as well as everyone could be given a feedback. Finding your areas of weakness and asking people to point that out so that you will be continuously improving yourself in the long run will really help you as a better developer. Don't take criticism personally. Instead, take criticism in a way so that it will help you in your feedback loops.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your feedback.
Take feedback in a gentle manner so that it will help to improve your abilities. In your initial stages of career, if you take feedback personally, or in your later stages of career, that will actually ruin your entire week as well as it will deprive you from becoming a better developer.
What should I do?
If you start to take people's opinions and feedback personally, it will start destroying you for sure. Next, take your time. Quality requires it. Some may be able to code a project in a day with a proper quality. Some may be able to code the same project in a couple of days with proper quality. Some may even take a week to code the same project with proper quality. Everyone's speed and quality differs. So in the initial phase of your career, in case you're taking much time to do that, take the extra time and try to deliver with proper quality.
On a scale of 1 to 10, you are an 11.
Over the period of time, you'll learn yourself how to progress faster with the experience you got from the past. So learn to take your time and try to deliver the best quality of work which is provided to you. Next, teach others what you know. Mentoring others promotes a sense of understanding and also makes yourself better in learning things in an efficient way. The more you teach others, the more you get to learn things better. But it's not a simple thing like you directly pull someone and start teaching them. They also should be interested in what you're trying to convey. So make sure to collage with people who are interested in similar kind of learnings, and only if they're interested in learnings, teach them. If they're not interested in learning, just crack jokes and leave it. Imparting knowledge to others will offer a cooperative team atmosphere. Next, balance your work with life. Make your health your top priority because burnout is real. Long-term productivity is often correlated with a healthy work-life balance.
Today was a productive damn day.
Your health and happiness is as essential as your career. So don't sacrifice your health and happiness for the sake of your job. Take regular breaks, take time off because recharging is much essential. I was able to do a 100 days of code challenge as well as a 365 days of code challenge with balancing work, life and having fun as well. So feel free to check out this video in my channel. Next, try to identify your project's business side. Understanding the business side of your product is much essential in understanding the objectives and decisions which they take in the product, because knowing your business side makes you a more valuable engineer and helps you to prioritize work that offers the greatest value, and in return will help you with a lot of features and design to enhance your product on the business side. Next, put a focus on creating reliable systems. Whenever you're developing a project, whether it be a server, front end or back end, you must always focus on developing an application in such a way that it's reliable, meaning it should handle the failures gracefully.
Very good. It's nice to see there's still somebody I can rely on.
Trust and happiness from users and customers usually depend on reliability. We must make sure reliability testing is made essential under different conditions. Make sure to try to develop things which always strives for high availability and little downtime. This requires a lot of design principles, design system integrations and how you develop things, but make sure to try to focus this as well whenever you're dealing with customer-based applications. Next, take a simple approach to design. There is a design principle called KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Which means the designs and systems should be kept as simple as possible, which helps to improve your project as well as improve with other new features, keeping it as simple as possible, because it is simpler to construct, maintain and design simpler designs. Simplicity reduces errors and facilitates debugging. Whenever you're trying to solve a problem, try to solve the problem with the least amount of complexity, because simpler designs are much effective on the long run. Next important one is take responsibility of your work. Take full ownership of your process from beginning to end. Assuming accountability promotes pride to your accomplishments, since accountability helps you to produce high quality work. And also when you take accountability of your entire item which you're working on, it makes sure you get an overall understanding of the entire project, as well as it will help you to move to the next level of your career.
You get a job!
Next, continue to learn and be humble. Regardless of your years of experience, there's always more to learn in an IT field. Because of the changing technology, you must always make sure you are growth oriented in the evolving industry. In the tech industry, always having the curiosity of learning, as well as whenever new technology evolves, it is better to stay humble and also focus on that and try to learn that if that suits your project's requirements. Always remember to stay grounded and always be growth oriented, because in the tech industry, staying grounded and always constantly learning is much essential.
I'm learning.
So that's it guys. If you have any points to share, make sure to mention them in the comments below. And also if you have any favorite points among the points mentioned here, mention that as well below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.